Hey there. Hey, Uncle Buck. A red head. Hi, Jamie. With less than 10 days of a medical fog. Ooh. That's rough. What happened? Septic? Oof. Yeah, that's not good. So doing better now though? You less septic now? We'll see. Hey, Puzzle. Either I got a little better or it comes back. Either you get all better or you die. Either way can be seen as a bit of a win. Watching King of the Hill. Nice, nice. The metal is horrible. Yeah, I can imagine. You're painting your Warhammers. Nice, nice. Hey, Sandra. I just want to say hi. Hope you don't become the target of a meltdown. Hey, Boop. There's tons of this Warhammer stuff. I have no clue what it is. It's a time and money sink. I'll just get to afford plastic crack. Yeah, from what I understand of Warhammer, plastic crack is actually a pretty good description. As painting figures, I explained D&D, painted his crap. Metal figures. So it's metal crack. Weird itchy pewter. Yeah, there's different types, I think. Gonna hold all the crap for Christmas. Okay, so $150 and it's metal and weighs a ton. Britain's economy post-Brexit. Rich man's aspirin. Stick his hand in the McDonald's fryer, make French fry fingers. What? I'd be too nervous to try painting miniatures. I don't have particularly good hand-eye coordination. I don't have steady hands. So I'd just be way too nervous to try. Sorry, they're much smaller than expected. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, it just takes practice. I used to paint my older brothers once in the 90s and they were so ugly. Hey, Shelly. Two inches tall. Mass Effect, yeah. Yeah, the Mass Effect board game that Uncle Buck bought me came with some miniatures. Yeah, I and like they're a bit bigger than 2 inches. They're I don't know. They're like maybe 4 inches. But we like to buy the paints. I think if I ever wanted to give it a try, I think what I'd probably have to do is buy some spare figures. Like buy some of the maybe buy some of the Cerberus figurines. Because if I fuck them up, you know, I wouldn't feel too bad. Just use magic markers. Get some practice ones or 3D print. Well, I mean, I don't have a 3D printer. Hey, Buttercup. Heard exactly and get distracted when you did show. Oh, I was off by like 45 seconds, Buttercup. Come on. Catherine, hello, and thank you for 10 gift memberships. Congratulations to Wolf Pup, Zenith X Black, Mary Burke, Jerry's Keeper, nice, Tony Alt, uh, HVAC R North, uh, Mature Cigar Plant, Miss Lady JJJ, Kia, Salah's Juicy Man Hooters. Didn't like having to say that name. Bidding went great, but pizza was bad. Bad idea. Got one slice in and it hit me like a bum. Aw. Oh, that sucks, Catherine. That the pizza didn't settle right. Came to a sugar rush. Just in a hyper end wedding dresses. We can get yourself the hyper blue bodysuit of your dreams. Been eating so clean it knocked me out. Hey, Uncle Oscar. Do I like pantyhose? Like, conceptually, or same as zero suit maxing? Do I do I like them as an idea? Do I like wearing them? Like, what do you mean, do I like pantyhose? Wearing them? Don't know. I haven't worn pantyhose. Haven't tried them. Or tights, okay. Yeah, one time I did go out. One time I did wear like an actual dress. I wore tights. Stripy coating socks. They're itchy. Yeah, they do kind of look like they might be. I wear black lace ones for my boyfriend. Millennial ankle socks. I don't wear ankle socks. Just let me if you need to, but damn, they're annoying. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, so I don't actually wear ankle socks. I wear regular socks rolled down to my ankles. I am weird. I am I am odd in that sense. For sock, yeah. V-neck socks. Yeah, I do wear like crew socks, and I have them rolled down. Like how my parents wear socks. I'm dead. I'm an old man. I don't know how anyone isn't wearing merino wool crew socks. I mean, I don't know what my socks are made of, but hey, Georgia. Probably not merino wool, I would guess. Hell is the opposite of gold. I mean, hell is awful in general, so I mean, like, would make sense that parts of it are freezing cold. Hell is on Earth, so whatever the temp is outside, yep. Hey, Lanix. I'm wearing crew socks pulled all the way up was dorky. What old people wore. That seems ankle socks are dorky. I'm sure I'm getting old. I remember when toe socks became big. Anyway, my understanding is that hell is other people. That was my understanding. On Earth. People are on Earth. World once famously said that fashion was a form of ugliness so intolerable it has to change every 6 months. Hey, Chubby. Audrey. It do be cyclical. Yep. I believe it was Sartre who said that hell is other people. Toe socks were so uncomfortable. Really? I heard people say that they were like super comfortable. I thought that's why they were popular, was because they were like just super comfortable. You love your toe socks? I legit broke my toes once. Wearing them on me. I mean, with all due respect, that sounds like it might be a you problem. Like if you broke your toes on with socks, skill issue. Maybe my toes aren't on straight. Since I've wet feet and can't wear toe socks. Fair. I hate to say it, but like, if you broke your toes with socks, socks might not be to blame on that one. Not entirely, at least. Walking and living my life with weird toe socks, holding my toes weird. Then I went to Snap City. God's an astronaut, Oz is over the rainbow, and Midian is where the monsters live. I have no idea what that's referencing. Nightbreed. I have no idea what that is. I'm not really up on what the kids are listening to, you know? Or watching. Clive Barker book turn movie. Oh, right, Barker. Yeah, Clive Barker. I'm not really up on what the kids are into, you know? As though Clive Barker is big with the kids these days. The kids love Clive. Yeah. Yeah, kids are all about Clive Barker these days. He was big when I was a kid. Hi, Chris. Kids with their Pac-Man and Hellraiser cubes. Yeah, Clive Barker was he was big for my generation. For like he was big for millennials. Gen Z, I suspect, probably isn't as familiar with them. They've got their own horror people. Xennials, Generation X as well. Yeah, Gen X as well. Yeah, that's right, Z. I'm Canadian. It's Gen Z. I don't fucking care what you say. For Gen X and TN to be millennial. I don't read, so I have no clue on Clive. Losing your old mind. Yeah, that'll happen. Canadian is no Canadian girl. It's Gen Z. You're bad for foodie. Never got your what, Catherine? Oh, your mind. I don't care. I don't care. Sure got demonetization. National bills and I both the same day. Yeah. She did tell. I did message her earlier. She said she's doing Twitch now, so hopefully she can make some money on Twitch instead. Yeah, I will always say Z. Powerball Z. Or Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Z, I say. Um, I've jokingly referred to EZE. I'll always say sorry. Is Rumble for old people? Hey, Zach. Is Rumble for anybody? Powerball's at his action head. Yeah, I meant Dragon Ball, but yeah. Yeah, I've jokingly referred to EZE. Rumble is associated with politics? I think so. Yeah, does anybody use it? I feel like Rumble is just not popular in general. Republican platform. Ah, right. That's right. Which is why nobody uses it. Fucking nobody wants to talk to conservatives, including other fucking conservatives. Lincoln's calling YYZ by Rush. This Canadian, I think it'd explode. Rumble also gambling adjacent. That reminds me of it. Watched a video once of a dude reacting to Canadian restaurants. St. Hubert's, fine. I have no issue with them pronouncing it St. Hubert's. St. Hubert's. It is Saint-Hubert. It's a Quebec restaurant, so it's Saint-Hubert. But you know what? If he says, St. Hubert's, I'm not gonna, take issue with that. But Swiss chalet? Chalet? You have chalets in the fucking US, dude. Yeah, cosplay. Yeah, so chalet is Canadian. Calls Mary Brown's Maury Brens. What are the Canadian restaurants out there? I mean, a lot. Harvey's. We have Harvey's, which is a pretty good fast food place. Get mad about jokes more. Hey, hi. No, I mean the guy wasn't joking. It was just like he just genuinely legitimately unfamiliar with French, with the French language. Hey, Zach Bagans. Shout out to Zach Bagans' uncle, Dennis Rader. That's BTK. I don't know who that is. Is there area known for any famous cuisine? Pizza. Cornwall style pizza. Killer. OnlyFans OnlyFans where good money can be made, and you don't need to do the adult content you can stream. Twitch becomes really profitable from sponsorships. Not a very good prank if it's just a name. Not like making someone say Mike Oxlong or something. Serial killer. Well, shows what I know about serial killers. Boston Pizza, yep. Tim Hortons, Canadian, yep. You've killed Captain Crunch. French hate the way y'all speak, so you know, glass has and shit. I mean, you're not wrong. They do kind of hate the way we speak. Who cares what the French think? Fair. French are snobs. Yep. And they're quite proud of that. Canada's accent is cute. The saying's always giving me a good chuckle. Earlier today, I watched a dude react to 15. I think it was like 15 songs that only Canadians remember. Watched the hell of Red Green growing up. Red Green show was good. That was a good show. And honestly, a great example of positive masculinity. Yeah, it's 15 songs that only Canadians will remember. Kind of a lot of them there that I don't remember because there were songs, bands that I never listened to in the first place. The women don't find you handsome. They should at least find you handy. Yep. It's a great thing. Only Canadian thing I knew was due south. Snoop Dogg is a cereal brand as well as a song called Eskilla. What do you think, Tom Green? I never liked Tom Green. I never liked him. Just not my style of comedy at all. Yeah, that songs only Canadians remember. I always forget that the band Prozac is Canadian. Mary Kill, Bubbles, Blossom, Buttercup. No! No to all three for all three. They're children. Yeah, like as a kid, I did remember, like, when I was younger, I'm not a kid, but, teenager, I did remember Prozac being pretty popular here in Canada. They got played a lot on Much Music. I don't think I realized that they were Canadian. I think I might have thought they were European, actually. As a kid, we had OG Degrassi High, Junior High, and you can't do that on television. Logan Wade. Ugh. It's so weird to me how the Marvel Comics version of Canada is maybe the most evil country on the planet. Legit, Marvel's Canada is so incredibly fucked up. No Gambit, no Gambit waifu, why live? Why live? What? Yeah, Catherine, do you mean like when Wolverine jumped into the fight against the Hulk and the Wendigo? Or do you mean one of Wolverine's later battles against a Wendigo? Because he's had a few. So yeah, like I said, it's just hilarious how Marvel's Canada is the worst place in the world. Blackmail to go hunt it down. Yeah. I'm not sure that actually narrows it down that much either. Like I said, Wolverine's fought Wolverine's fought the Wendigo kind of a lot. So I'm assuming you mean Maybe the one in Uncanny X-Men in the 80s. I assume you probably mean like, I believe for that story in Uncanny X-Men, he worked with Alpha Flight and Nightcrawler, I believe, to hunt down Wendigo and the Uncanny X-Men in the 80s, I think. Right? Is the X-Men gangbang canon? Probably. What is oWo? I don't know. It's a weird, cute thing. Though I think I did it backwards. I think it's supposed to be capital. I think it's supposed to be capital O's and lowercase w. But yeah, I mean the X-Men. The X-Men do have a lot of sex. They probably are. The X-Men do like their orgies. They are a very horny franchise. Oh yeah. I mean, it makes sense because I mean, like, yes, while they are um, generally treated as an allegory for marginalized communities, they're also an allegory for puberty. They're kind of also an allegory for puberty. Yeah, you hit your teens, and then your body starts changing. Series and timeline, yeah. Sounds like sicko talk to me. Hey, I'm not the one who writes the X-Men. I'm not the one who writes those comics. I don't even read them anymore. I'm just saying, this is like a very old um very old take on mutants. Lots been written about it. It's put into a wheelchair because X lose back out in the gangbang. Yeah. Went through puberty. Was not 40 years ago. I'm only 41 years old. I didn't go through puberty when I was I'm not even 41 yet. I'm a couple months shy of 41. I didn't go through puberty while I was still in the fucking womb. They put Gambit and Rogue in Marvel Rivals. Yeah, so I've heard. It's been like 27, 28 years ago. It's been less than 30 years that I went through since I went through puberty. Also, it's not like I talk about it much. Like, this might be the first time I've talked about it on my channel. Maybe not the first time. Why did I think you were 38? Like, I don't think this would be the first time, but it's like... It's a topic that comes up, like, once every 6 months. If that. But you know what? You want me to talk about something else? Fine. I can talk about something else. Anyone watch the clip of the new Star Trek series? They released like a, I don't know, 3 or 4 minute clip from Star Trek Starfleet Academy, and it looks fine. Haven't seen it. Yeah, I said I won't be watching the show because fuck Paramount so goddamn hard. Or I suppose I should say, I will not be reviewing the show. I will not be reviewing the show, is what I should say. Because fuck Paramount, I'm not giving Paramount money. I'm not giving, they can fuck all the way off. But I came across a clip. Like, I've been browsing YouTube, and I came across a clip of somebody reacting to. Is somebody watching the Critical Drinker talk about the Star Trek clip, the Starfleet Academy clip? Man, that fucking Critical Drinker is just a straight up fucking asshole, isn't he? Like, Critical Drinker is just an absolute fucking douchebag, isn't he? Just what a fucking prick. Good night, Catherine. Because at one point there's a shot in the in the clip. There's like this shot. It's 3 women at a console, and like he paused, like he pauses at that clip, and like, look at this, the absolute fucking state of Star Trek. And it's like, what, the fact that there's 3 women on the bridge at the same time? That's what's fucking pissed me off, dude. 3 women in a single shot? Fuck off. Was he drunk? Probably. But what he was bitching about was that 2 of the women in the shot, I don't even want to say they're overweight, frankly. He described them as morbidly obese, which, fuck off, dude. You don't even know what the fuck morbidly obese even fucking means, you piece of shit. You absolute fucking prick. You misogynistic, fat-phobic fucking crapwad. Like, fuck off with morbidly obese. Oh, fuck you. One of the women is thick, but she honestly looks like somebody who could, like, she honestly looks like she could break a man in half. You know, does she look like she could run a 3-minute mile? Probably not. Does she look like she could break a man in half without breaking a sweat? Absolutely. She looks strong. Who? I'm talking about Critical Drinker complaining about the new Star Trek Starfleet Academy trailer. Not trailer, but clip. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of her, actually. Like, yeah, so this is what she looks like. Yeah, she's thick. But she does not actually look unfit. She actually does look sturdy. What farm did they find her on? Yeah, yeah, she looks like somebody who's, you know, who could do hard work. Super tough and exuding confidence. Yeah. The other woman that he described as looking morbidly obese, she's like, I don't know, somewhere between mid-30s and early 40s, maybe. Probably mid-30s. Like, she looks like she's probably mid-30s. And, you know, she's got a little bit of, like, she's got a little bit of chub to her. She's a little bit on the chubby side, but not much. She looks like a regular woman. Honestly, she looks like an officer. Like it's not at all unusual in militaries for officers, once they get into their 30s, to get a little softer. They start getting a little bit softer. They're not having to do the PT every day. They're not having to do the hard exercise every day. They've got desk jobs. They're spending more time, spending more time on desk jobs and shit like that. Yeah, they get softer, and that's clearly what's happened. And that's what this lady looks like. She was probably in pretty good shape when she was, she was probably in pretty good shape 10 years ago. But that was 10 years ago. She hasn't had as much need to stay in top shape. So she's gotten softer. Okay. Water. But fucking Critical Drinker thinks any woman who's bigger than a size fucking 0 is morbidly obese. Even fucking Tilly in Star Trek Discovery. Yeah, she was a chubby girl. Nowhere fucking close to being morbidly obese. She was nowhere close to obese. Never mind morbidly. She was nowhere close to even being more obese. She was chunky. But again, any woman bigger than a size 0 is a monster who must be shunned from society, as far as dickweeds like Critical Drinker are concerned. It's such a shitty fucking attitude. Other thing I would point out about it. Starfleet is sort of soft military. They're kind of military, but also kind of not. It's a scientific organization. Starfleet is primarily their primary purpose. Starfleet's primary purpose is scientific exploration. Starfleet is a scientific organization. They do also have military duties, but it's primarily scientific. So it would make sense that it wouldn't have the same physical fitness requirements as a real military would have. Space DMV. They wouldn't have the same physical requirements. A real military would not have Geordie LaForge, right? Geordie LaForge would not have been allowed to join a real world military because he had vision disabilities. He was disabled. We've seen, we've seen other, other Starfleet crew members who, because of their, where they come from, biggest animal you think you could beat in hand-to-hand combat. I could probably take a small dog. I'm gonna say small dog. Yeah, like there have been other people in Starfleet who've had what's the word? Like it's a foot to ass combat. Yeah. Pork ribs. Yeah. Accommodations. Yeah, there have been other Starfleet officers who've had accommodations for uh, physical conditions, whether they be disabilities or whether they just be, accommodations because they come from planets that have different conditions that require accommodations when serving on other ships. Hey, Sneaker. Hey, Sean. Whose birthday is it? Is it Sneakerhead's birthday? Well, happy birthday to whoever's birthday it is. Yeah, like, in all honesty, I don't think Gene Roddenberry would have had a problem with, chubbier people on Star Trek. I don't think that's something. I mean, maybe I don't know if he did have any fat phobia. Like I don't know if he did have any fat phobic tendencies. Time he came from, women were sort of expected to be thin and everything. So maybe, but like probably not. Like I think that Gene Roddenberry would have been totally okay with some heavier people on Star Trek. I think he would have been totally fine with that because Star Trek is all about humanity, and like it or not, some humans are bigger. It's a great guy tried to make a joke about autism. Well enough to know autism is nothing to joke about. I mean, autism is look, autism can be a very serious condition. It can also be a really goddamn stupid condition sometimes. I'm sorry, autism can be incredibly fucking stupid. And yeah, I mean, like a lot of autistic people, I would say that probably most functional autistic people make jokes about autism. Because again, it is really stupid sometimes. There's an entire website, the Daily Tism, that is autistic people making jokes about autism. lot of Star Trek saved on my watch list on Netflix that I want to watch, catch up on. I'll get there. Star Trek, there is a lot of Star Trek. I think there's like 950 episodes of Star Trek across all the various series, plus all the movies. Yeah, Critical Drinker also complained about the bridge. He said it was too dark and too big, which, you know what? On the darkness, fair. Absolutely 100% completely fair, dude. Cannot argue with you there. A lot of modern television and film, frankly, is too darkly lit. I would absolutely prefer that Starfleet ships be well lit. Absolutely will not argue with you there. Too big? I could see the point he was making. That the size makes it a little bit less efficient. Captain needs to sort of yell to be heard, and the people you need to be yelled to be heard is I can sort of see that. Reducing the size by like a third would probably would have made it look a little bit better. Or maybe even just a quarter. Maybe we reduce the size of the bridge by a quarter. Probably would have made a difference. Hey, Rebecca. I do have a suspicion that the sizes of the bridges, they probably take filming into account. Just like camera placements. I suspect that's part of why bridges are designed as they are, is just makes it easy to film around them. And just like having cast and crew and all that, it's probably just for TV purposes. It's probably an efficient size. But also, you're gonna tell me that the bridge of the Enterprise D was an efficient design? The science and engineering consoles in the back, like, you had to go up a fucking ramp to get to them. If somebody at those consoles wanted to be heard, they'd have to like get up and go to the fucking banister, the railing. Like, it wasn't a particularly efficient design. The build set in that spot. Yeah. Yeah, I suspect this, like, but I mean, like, the Enterprise D, like, it was an iconic bridge design. It looked great. Like, it looked really good. Efficient? Not really. Good? Yes. There is a difference between those things. And like, Voyager is set. Voyager's bridge. Smaller, tighter, more, arguably more efficient in that sense. And also looked good, but it was a different type of ship. It was a different type of ship than the Enterprise D. The bridge of the Voyager made sense for what its purpose was. Hey, Val. A pure science ship. Yeah, it's probably going to have a bridge that's sort of kind of a more relaxed feel. you know, bit space, a bit more room, a bit, bit bigger. So like I could see the point that he was making when he complained about the size of the bridge. And like he even admitted, like he did admit that it's purely aesthetic preferences. Um, but I do think there's other factors that need to be considered when looking at the bridge, when looking at a bridge and how it's designed. What else did he complain? And then some of his complaints just literally made no sense whatsoever. Like genuinely no sense at all. He complained about like, you know, why can't we get a Star Trek for adults? Enterprise Zoom calls? I don't think I have. Tell all the time. Oh yeah, tell all the time. But it's like Star Trek was never for adults. Star Trek was from its beginning was a family-friendly show. Like you're gonna tell me that Wesley fucking Crusher was for adults? No. No, fucking Wesley Crusher was there as an audience as viewer surrogate for young viewers. That was why that character fucking existed. Because the next generation was not intended as a show for adults. It was a show intended for families to gather and watch. Deep Space Nine, when Deep Space Nine launched, it was sort of intended to be a little bit more mature than Next Generation, but even it included Jake Sisko for the same reason. Viewer surrogate for younger viewers. Because they still wanted the show to be generally family friendly. Modern Star Trek is frankly way more mature than older Star Trek ever was, including Deep Space Nine, including Voyager, including Enterprise. Good night, Boop. A very compelling argument could actually be made that Star Trek needs to pull, modern Star Trek should pull back on that. That rather than trying to focus on everything being sort of like pseudo prestige television style, that they should go back to trying to make it more family friendly. Picard looking, you gotta watch it. It's like this idea that like my nephew was in his teens when he made me watch Deep Space Nine. Yeah. Yeah, like that era of Star Trek, from Next Generation on to Enterprise, those were all of those shows, all four of those shows were really made for teen audiences. Or like they were made, like they were sort of designed so that teens would be able to enjoy them. You know, like that was a very clear goal, was that somebody who was like 13 years old would be able to enjoy the show. Krillika Drinko complained about the new Starfleet Academy being like teen drama, about it being too teen drama. Like, Star Trek can be a lot of things. It's like, yeah, definitely. Interpersonal dramas and relationships were definitely not have definitely not been a big part of Star Trek since the mid '90s. Yeah, sure. Sure thing there, dude. It's like, Star Trek fans aren't going to be interested in the teen drama, and people who want teen drama aren't going to be interested in Star Trek because it's geeky sci-fi shit. Wrong on both counts, dude. Plenty of Star Trek fans also enjoy interpersonal dramas, and plenty of people who love interpersonal dramas love sci-fi. Not good though. Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, he's just like Critical Drinker. Just seems like he's just an idiot, like an asshole and an idiot. Asshole for sure. Like he's absolutely just a complete fucking asshole. But he also just seems like he's really fucking stupid. With just like no clue what he's talking about ever. Making assumptions about what other people think that just are not borne out by you know by anything, and just not understanding stories, not understanding how TV shows are made. As I flipped around to 7 and land on my fan this year. Yeah. That's rough. Someone I ever tested for autism 30 years ago. We have on both sides. It was so severe. Need care for his entire life for a second aside function. Yeah, I mean, like, severe autism is no joke. Because severe autism is bad. Um, but like functioning autism, so goddamn stupid. Just so goddamn stupid sometimes. Gonna get some water. I'll be back in a minute. love the Klingons. Yeah, functioning autism is basically just a lifetime of constantly asking your brain, why are you like this? Hey, Mike. Second son graduated with 4.3 this past June. Is that good? Is that 4.3 out of 5? I don't know what that means. His brain is magnificent. Very good. Good to know, good to know. Life skills program now for job training. Yeah. Should be helpful. Bigger than university. That's good for his older brother. Both are sweet and loving boys. That's good. That's good to know. Gonna sue YouTube. I mean, we'll see. Hey, pause. I mean, I haven't been demonetized. Hi, pause. Yeah. No worries, sneaker. People do rant on here. Yeah, as far as I know, I've never done anything. Well, I mean, I probably have, but Check a tens thingy on mom. What? I don't know what that actually means, but okay. Stimulation thingy. Your join button is still there. Yeah, see? My other kitten I got blocked for telling her to review weed. It's illegal and she does it. Weed is legal here in Canada. That said, yeah, most what's it? Most platforms have, you know, have it in their terms of service that, you know, you can't do drugs on the stream. Some people still do, I think. Inspired me to watch an episode of Duckman. I don't think I ever really watched it, but seeing it brought up some serious nostalgia, so I remember it somehow. It's a good show. Oh, you meant it is legal. So the thing is, I'm pretty sure basically any platform, because every platform is, you know, multinational, and a lot of them are set up. Yeah, yeah. Fact that weed is legal in Canada means nothing to YouTube because YouTube operates in a bunch of other countries, including, you know, countries like the U.S. where it is still illegal. You know, Twitch is the same thing. So reviewing weed would not be like that would be probably a violation of terms of service. That's including rebranding to bare knuckle cage fighting channels. Zoophilia? No. I'm pretty sure it's not legal. I'm pretty sure that shit's not legal here, Sean. Like, I need to look it up, but I'm guessing no. Check out Mac Dizzle 420. She is a serious smoker. So yeah, like Chantel should probably try to avoid actually showing any sort of drug use on her channel. Cracking down on gambling channels. Fucking good. Does that mean they're gonna fucking get rid of all the goddamn gambling ads that I get? Probably not. No, because those are, you know, those are ads. Those are they're getting paid for. You know, all the gambling, all the ads. That's, you know, that's people paying. That's, you know, companies paying YouTube. So I could do anything but those fucking things. Most of the fucking ads I get on YouTube are goddamn gambling ads, gambling websites, gambling apps, fucking sports betting. Fuck sports betting apps, especially. Sports betting apps, especially. Ban that shit. Ban it now. Ban it now, ban it everywhere. Fuck sports betting apps. Shut the fuck up with your same day, same game parlays. Your fucking parlays. Fuck off with that shit. Get those canvases from Dollarama and turn it into Bob Ross. I mean, that probably would be a fun idea, her learning to paint. Not sure she'd have the patience for it, though. Gambling apps are awful for so many people. They are. Don't want your DraftKings promo code to become a qualified electrician. Can make good money that way. Yeah, as far as Chantal like taking up painting, I don't think she'd. Hey, lady, I did not get demonetized now. You can still see like the donation button there. So I was a gambling addict, and he went to all the Indian casinos around here, signed a paper to have him blocked for life. And he goes in the States and does parlays, and I told him don't. Yeah. It's going to become a gynecologist and is going to ask you to be your first patient. Yeah, like the thing is, I don't really have an issue with casinos. On my phone, can't see the chat up. Fair enough, Lady Lane. Like casinos, I'm generally okay with. The apps, no. That's true. I got, Paws and Sneakerhead, green names, and I got a few green names in here. You have an issue with casinos? No one benefits from gambling? Yeah, and it does ruin some people's lives. Is eating lots of fast food technically gambling with health? I like to gamble every once in a while. The thing is, when people are sort of like responsible and go in sort of prepared to lose the money they go in with and to stop when they lose the amount of money that they are prepared to lose, they can have fun. It's an experience. It's an experience. Like casinos ideally are sort of an experience. It's something you do and you have fun with it. I don't find it fun to lose money. Neither do I. Which is why I am not interested in gambling. I have no interest in gambling because, I'm cheap. I don't want to lose money. Did a gameaholic. Not fun sitting at a baccarat table for 12 hours watching someone lose thousands and thousands of dollars. Yeah. Yeah, the addicts, those are bad. But I mean, like I said, the people who are just, I'm gonna hit the blackjack tables. A little bit of blackjack, Yeah, hey Kelly, I got 500 bucks. I got 500 bucks. They'll just see how I do at the blackjack table. When I lose the 500 bucks, I'm gone. They're they're there for an experience. They're there because Hey, you might walk out with more than you went in. Just be prepared to leave when you lose what you went in with. Have you ever committed a crime? No comment. Guidance counselor? No. I don't think I'd be good as a guidance counselor. When I go gambling, I have a set amount of money that I'm playing with. Yep, in my mind, I've already lost that. So I win anything into plus, but I won't bet any more than I put aside to gamble. Exactly. I hear dudes. Damn, Lady Elaine. I have committed a crime. I committed bestiality when I banged your mom. Your mom is a beast. Hey, Brooksy. What kind of noises did she make? She mostly made like a lot of hee-haw noises. Hee-haw. Yep. The neck is a crime against fashion. Yeah, she made a lot of donkey noises. Come to think of it, might have just been a donkey. But you fuck one sheep. I like that. I like that joke. It's a good joke. Donkeys and jackasses are different. Yep, they do. They are different. Related though. Why didn't your comment go through? I don't know. YouTube's weird sometimes. YouTube can be weirdly censorship. Is Tinder a block word? Clearly not. Didn't say anything weird. Yeah, like I said, YouTube can be very weird when it comes to censorship sometimes. Like it's not even that your comment was hidden. Like it's not even that your comment was like, needed approval. It's just it never even showed up. Yeah. So we should go on Tinder and have chat pick who you swipe on. Nope. Absolutely not. So a big reason why I wouldn't want to go on a dating app on stream is aside from the fact that I'm just not really interested in going on a dating app in general, I don't really feel like, yeah, even with as few viewers as I get, it just feels inappropriate to sort of like to judge people, like to sort of post people to be judged on YouTube, you know? Oh, they're bringing the meals, yep. You ever miss the villa? Yeah, yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, it was nice, and you know, the villa itself was nice, and fact that the we had a washer and dryer like on the same floor. I didn't even have to go downstairs to do laundry. It was just, you know, just a few steps outside my room. Yeah, just a few steps. Like if you know, just a few feet. So yeah, like the washer dryer just being there was very convenient. Um, Titanic time work when you were the waiter. Small time faith video. A lot of stairs though. Place did have a lot of stairs. Video yourself climbing inside the washroom? No. Even you brought the 7-Up at the hotel was a good one. You weren't there until you were. I often operated that way. Hey, Joanna. You have a good Christmas? Yeah, we'll see. Hey, Pamela. I do still need to go and get presents. I considered going out today to get the presents, but I was tired and I just slept in longer instead. Hey, Yipper. Yipper. What's that about a wheelbarrow? Oh, do you take your wheelbarrow to get the present? Wheelbarrow? But no, I mean, I just walk down. I'm just getting chocolates and whiskey. Don't need anything fancy to get chocolates and whiskey, you know? You can fit in the wheelbarrow. I don't actually have a wheelbarrow. I have channels in there. Yeah, I mean, I made the channel on my own. Yeah, I mean, it was like my own account. It's a Polish tractor. I don't know why so many people seem to assume that, like, that it was connected to her. It's like, no. City named Akaya. Good question. Has she? She said the LLC has another name. Everyone assumed you to be a sucker. No, I mean, she started her channel, like, independent of me. Co from Fang and Jacket help carry presents. I mean, okay, so Fang is a dinosaur. They don't do well in, like, they didn't really do well in cold weather. And it is cold. Cove? Cove's a beach boy. Yeah, he's California. I don't know if he'd do well in cold, frankly. And Jekka? She's also West Coast. Again, cold. Not her thing. Also, she's not much for carrying things. Also, they're all plushies. None of them are actually alive. None of them can actually carry anything. Cat's toy's name is Fuego. Good she named the cat. Good she named the toy. Why are you ruining the fun? It's what I do. Ruining the fun is just what I do. Cat named herself Fuego. Please tell Fleety how infuriating it is to me when she says she's going live on Twitch or another channel right after ending one live. It takes her hours to actually do it. Cat is a lady. She should have named her Lady Biscuits. Fit in the clothes dryer. I don't think I could. Have you at least tried? Can't say as I have. Fed the fish too. Cool, cool. I have to move. Yeah, I don't have. I need to get a fucking job first before I can move in. I need a job so I'd be able to help pay the bills. So right now I can't afford shit. I am still looking. I am still applying. But, yep. It is. Work at GameStop. Might feel better in the dryer. Anyway, I'm gonna get going. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get off my ass and get Christmas presents. Only got a week left to do it, so I need to get out there and do it. Oh, hi, Terry. So thanks for coming, and good night.